Well, good morning, everybody. I tell you what, the mornings are so beautiful out here. Birds are chirping. Probably sick. Well, it's 64 degrees out here. It'll be 94 in a couple hours, but right now it's 64. I wish I could just sit out here and do nothing. But that don't pay much. We still have to go get that one that we didn't finish up yesterday. Or so far, that's the only one for the day. That tends to change quickly. In my little watering hole here in the ditch, on my way in, I saw something go down really quickly. I suspect we've got a little dinosaurish lizard. We did not go get fuel in Def yesterday. I thought about it, and I would have had to have driven to get to the racetrack. I don't like that pilot in Haines City. That place is ridiculous. I like the racetrack down almost Four Corners. Believe it or not, on my clay road, you do need to look. That racetrack's easy access, in and out. And I would have had to have gone so far down there to get there. I just decided, you know what, we'll do it in the morning. I don't really need to. Got 3/4 tank of fuel and just under half a tank of Def, but I like to keep everything full, especially the way these credit card companies do these days. Even my fuel card cuts you off, so you gotta go do it again, do it again, do it again, and they only let you do it like twice. Then you gotta switch cards out, because $175 isn't touching one of these things. We all know that. Then if you do it, you know, a couple of times, sometimes, and then you get the text message, is this fraud? No, it's not fraud. You just won't let me use the... Yeah, it's fraud. You won't let me use the damn thing. I paid for it. Let me use it. I have no idea why they cut you off at fuel. Like, I'm assuming, but in case it's fraud, I don't know. Who knows? They've got... their method to their madness. Let's see if we can... Oh, here he comes. I was just fixing to say, let's see if we can bounce off a couple of sand trucks. One of them must have overturned on the corner there, because there was a mess in the road that they swept off with a... They had to use a machine. Look at there. The only thing left for me to do is, now that I'm in 17, try to move it back on over to 11. But instead, did it right. We're gonna go up here to the racetrack, get some fuel. I'm getting passed by a little Toyota. And I probably should take the time to drag this thing across the scale. I don't think I've scaled this thing empty yet. Full tank of fuel, full tank of DEF. If I remember, I'm going to circle back around and hit the scale. See what we weigh empty. So, we're headed that direction. It's a beautiful morning. We are now up to 65 degrees. That sun is bright. I don't even know why that visor's there. It's only that freaking big. The visor that we put on the outside of the windshield does better. Right. Anyway, we're headed that direction. Let's go. All right. We got our fuel. We've got our DEF. Now we are going to pull around and hit the scale. I may have scaled this thing empty already. I don't remember it though. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to do it again. Especially since I bought all new 1/2-inch chains, man. This bad boy done got heavy. Like I've told y'all before, I'm a heavy hauler. Straight baller. You know, exchanging them 3/8 out with 1/2-inch. Dang, you better get back to the scale. Especially finally running a full tank of fuel. Yeah, no, I always run a full tank of fuel. Try to. I'm coming in all kinds of crooked. I gotta get her lined up. But they just, oh, it's a cat scale now. Huh. They just built this. Well, they tore out the old one. Put this in. Let me see. We're up. I may have rolled off the front. I don't think so though. Let me check. We're barely on. Weigh my truck with smartphone. No thank you.
Good morning. Is this your first weigh or a relay?
First weigh.
Can I please get your tractor number?
Truck number 1. Number 1.
Alright, thank you for using the cat scale. Please pull up the scale and come inside.
Truck number 1. See all them? Nowhere near number 1. Here I go putting the thing in first gear. This guy pulled in this way to get fuel, then turned around and backed in. I don't know why I didn't just use the dual pump. It made no sense to me, but I guess it doesn't have to. Alright, 84 lumber. Looking clean, looking good, all tied down. Gotta run over some curbs if you ain't careful. What's this yahoo doing? Wrong side, fool. That's a pilot car. Get it? Giggity. It's actually pilot. Alright, let's go get our scale ticket. Weigh ticket. Alright, so all of you in the past that have told me that's not heavy, you're not heavy hauling, the proof is right here. Truck and trailer, full of fuel, full of DEF, 122,184.5 pounds, 3 ounces. Don't tell me I'm not heavy hauling. 122,184 pounds and a half, 1.3 ounces. That scale is accurate down to the ounces. Goodness gracious. Go cat. Just kidding. I can hear y'all now. Liar. 48,540 pounds. I'm thinking the Mac and the K-Wop were probably right at 40 with this trailer. I think. Just a hair above. 48,540. That's what I weigh empty with new chains. And there is a Super Trucks limited edition. I want to be a super truck. That is a nice truck. Peterbilt with a beautiful American flag trailer. Check that out. The truck, now I gotta hold it like this so I can see, is a 2000 379 cat engine, 18 speed. What's the guy's name? Ryan Rowley out of Plymouth, Utah. Ryan Rowley out of Plymouth, Utah. Third generation driver. Got bored with his regular job, decided to stop fighting the urge to get behind the wheel. He's now cruising the roads in his truck. Tough Break is the name of his truck. Hey, Tough Break, you got your ears on? Come on. Not around here. He had obviously some serious elbow grease. With the installation of a air ride steer axle, nice. Hardwood floors, custom deck plate, lift bumper, 8-inch stacks, just to name a few. When he's not on the road, Ryan enjoys spending time with his beautiful wife and young son. Well, Ryan Rowley out of Plymouth, Utah. I hope this message gets to you, buddy. Congratulations. Beautiful truck. Dang sure is. And I hope you're enjoying yourself. I am. Sounds like you are. And just like you, we're headed to work, buddy. Come on. We made it. I forgot my boards on a different job yesterday. I had to pick up a couple from the yard today. They were brand new boards too, man. We loaded that big 240 excavator in the middle of that road, middle of all that traffic. And man, I was just getting the heck out of there. Forgot to pick them up. We're gonna get this trailer ready to go. Pull it apart. Oh, the old back is still, whew, still trouble. We gotta get some chains out. Get them ready. I don't need. So I know I showed y'all this a couple of times, but see that arm? It is bent again. We just fixed it. So this thing pushes down on it, and what I'm doing is I'm picking the trailer up, letting this fall, because this is a safety latch that goes over top of it. As soon as this falls, I'm pulling the pin. Sometimes, and then I let the trailer down. Sometimes we hear this pin, wham! So, I'm wondering if this pin is just jammed in there so tight, this brake chamber is pushing down, not able to pull it up, and maybe that's what's bending it. I don't know. We thought that, so I'll mash that in, and then I'll back into my trailer. Well, when you back into the trailer, it slides up the metal, and when you hit the pin, it pops down. We thought maybe that was bending it, but so I changed doing that. But the very first machine we moved yesterday, it was bent again. So it wasn't that. The only other change now is what I just described, which is not pulling the pin until the trailer is resting on the ground. That did seem to go smoother, so we'll see if that fixes it. Well, they're starting to get this one all lime rocked in. There'll be some type F curb in here sooner or later. My guys will be forward. And D curb. Contractor's doing the sidewalk, looks like, or the owner. That dirt's going to the property. Starting to look like a building, a parking lot. There's my buddy Tommy. Looks good. What's going on, Tommy? I'm coming to film you. Haha.
Are you getting the loader?
Yeah. Bucket and forks.
Yeah, we got the forks right there next to it.
Oh, newlywed here.
Yeah.
Been cut off.
Probably. What's going on,
man?
boy?
How y'all doing?
All right, Chris. That's our new guy, Jimmy.
I was sick to say you're a new guy, ain't you? How you doing, buddy? Nice to meet you. I'm Chris. So what are we getting here today? This one?
To that YouTube channel.
What's that?
You subscribe to that YouTube
Absolutely, you'll be on it. Everywhere this thing points. Whether it's embarrassing or not.
channel. We already have it set up for you.
All right, Tommy says he's going to be my cameraman for a minute.
All right.
See if he can catch an embarrassing moment.
Hell yeah. See how he does.
Now this is going to be professionalism at its finest right here. When you see this in action, Tommy, you're going to be calling Tate and saying, man, you got to put that man on the payroll.
Hell yeah.
Hey, what's this red? What's this redhead?
I think it engages the controls.
Put that man on the payroll.
Hell yeah.
He didn't even put it in gear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See how smooth that was?
You getting her? Getting her locked in. There we go.
Oh yeah, wait till the boss man sees this.
I'll have to have a talk with Tate.
Huh?
I have to have a talk with Tate.
Yeah. Go the same way? There we go. Bam!
Now you're gonna pick the bucket up. Try to spread the forks apart.
think I should even load it or drive the truck anymore today or nothing. I mean, this is going way too good.
Dang.
I'm out of here, man. See you later. Thank you, buddy. Yes, sir. Have a good day. Hey, have a little job site fun. Nothing wrong with it. Now we're gonna get her loaded up and where she belongs. I hope I didn't just tear up another fender, because this is the loader that tore up the first fender. Those forks are so short, they get into the fenders a little bit. Let's go see if we did. Negatory. Look, I didn't even hardly get any dirt or nothing, man. I couldn't do that twice if I wanted to. All right, we're gonna rehook. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. We gotta get that cleaned up. So the hoops on this older loader are way up there. I may need those 6-footers. I don't think so. I think that's gonna reach. I have been heavily criticized for chaining it this way. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man?
What's up, bud? Yeah. When I had bucket and forks, I used to set the bucket and forks up top. Now, you can see that hunk of metal is in between the forks, both sides. So it really can't go side to side, whether it's up top or not. And then I would hook to the frame and tie down here. Now I'm hooking to here, and I got pull this way. I'm gonna hook to here and I'll have pull that way. I feel like it's safer to run this on the deck, because what I used to do was put a chain in here and basically kind of wrap it around here, depending on what loader I had. Either wrap it around here or send a chain through here and back down to the other side, and I tied it down that way. I feel like this is a little safer. Am I wrong? Maybe. Am I right? Maybe. This is the way we've been doing it lately. It did add one more chain, so I was basically 5 chains instead of 4. But I think this is just as safe, if not a little safer, than having all that sitting up here. In the event it did shift, now I got 2 chains on a bucket instead of 1 chain. Is basically my largest point. I know I'm not pulling down on the frame, but I am still pulling down, and I've got 2 chains on the bucket instead of 1 chain on the bucket. To me, it feels like it's safer. It seems like it's safer. I hope it's safer. I'm doing it for the purpose of it being safer. So I understand the criticism, but I think I'm all right. And I appreciate the criticism. Did you just see that bucket move? That bucket just snatched. That's what concerns me about having it up there with only 1 chain. If it ever does decide to come free, off the fenders it goes. The only other thing I think I could do to make this that much more safe would be to use 1/2-inch chain, and I may do that. I will have to get longer chain because that's at least 10 feet of chain. That's that. Well, we're at our drop-off spot, but we're gonna relax a minute. And eat a snack. A healthy snack. For several years now, I've been kind of on and off the... Well, I used to eat just junk. Not junk, mainly just meat. Ribs, burgers, bratwurst, you know, potatoes, macaroni and cheese. Well, since then I subtracted a lot of that and added a lot of this, and a lot of vegetables. I still eat all that stuff, just chopped her way down. Hell, I probably lost 20 pounds. I ain't even really tried doing it. Do my best to stay out of the McDonald's, stay out of the truck stops. That's hard. It's hard to stay out of those truck stops. Alright. Break time's over, ladies and gentlemen. What y'all think? We're gonna be on break all day? Heck no. By the way, one thing I forgot to mention, which is pretty important to try to get away from that air leaking down. Another reason why, going back to this situation, see how tight that chain is? That other chain is just as tight. Another reason why I switched this up is this is all the way up there, and you know, I got pops. You've seen me a million times climbing way up over top of these things, trying to run those chains through there. Number one, that's dangerous. You fall, obviously. And a second big reason why, big reason why, is because probably 80% of the time when we made our destination, the chain that we were using to hold this bucket down would be loose. And I didn't like that. That scared the hell out of me. That didn't scare the hell out of me, but I didn't like it. So I came up with the new way. We started doing it like you see it now, mainly for the purpose of that chain almost always being loose. Like I said, at least 80% of the time. I don't know why. I guess the bucket would just settle a little bit more as it sat up there. Doing it this way, I have never had a chain loose yet. Knock on fence post wood. Never had a loose chain yet. We'll come over here and check this one just so you see. That chain is tight. And like I said, for whatever reason, running that chain through these eyes, a lot of loaders didn't even have these eyes, so I had to kind of run it across here. You know, that chain could slip this way. Some loaders had like a little V-shaped thing up here. I could kind of wrap it around that. But almost every time they'd be loose. So that's no good. Oh! Easy on the fenders, Kirby. I got time. Famous last words. I've got time. We're gonna pull her in here right behind the old 240. Get them lined up good and straight. Make them look nice and pretty. That way anybody riding by and looking at our job site, well, not our job site, company's job site, they see everything looking nice and pretty, they may say, you know what, I want to hire that guy. Whether they see me unloading it and stacking it up pretty, or whether they see their equipment lined up all nice and neat, orderly, they hire them. In which case, I get more work. Either way, always make it look good. Alright, we have made it to the yard, and look what we're doing. What? What is he doing? This one right here is still new. Ah! I need to get one of them things all this clamps on up here. Haven't done that part yet. We'll get it. All right. I've made the choice. It's a holiday week, and we've had a busy week, but we've had a busy week due to a lot of our own stuff. But it's also been kind of a slow week. I can just tell this week is going to be a little slow. Now that I'm saying that, my phone will start ringing non-stop. Which will be fine. We'll come back and get the Mac and do it with that. But we're going to head to Rush Truck Center. And we're off. I just called Ashley. Asked her if she would mind meeting me at Rush Truck Center. Number one, we've yet to get that fixed. And the heated mirrors have never worked since we've owned it. And that light in the back still needs fixed. All that warranty stuff we were working on. And this thing is overdue for an oil change. I actually called Rush Truck Center and said, when do I do my first oil change? They said, well, some people do 5,000 miles, some people wait till 25,000 miles. I'm like, guys, you gotta give me a better number than that. That's a hell of a spread. You know, it's a 20,000 mile spread. That was the best answer they could give me. We're headed in for our first oil change. I probably should have done it. I would have preferred 10,000. I actually messed up, waited till 13. But she needs an oil change badly. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna head over to Rush and oil change, whatever that gauge is, mirrors, light. Hopefully they get all that stuff fixed and a service. So that's what we're headed to do. Let's go.